If you like to play detective when you were a kid, Holly Morris has the workshop for you.
I think this is great. She is at the National Museum of Crime and Punishment in their Crime Scene Investigator course. Holly, how does this work?
This is really cool. You guys are going to love this. You know, the museum just opened this past May, and this is one of the new things that they have added, and it has been popular to say the least. I'm putting on my forensic scientist lab coat so that we can go ahead and start. Mike B. Blazair is a master forensic scientist. He's one of the people that does the workshops here. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
This is really cool.
Yeah, we just started these workshops and really excited. We got a lot of good feedback from it.
Okay, so how does it work? How do we go about doing this?
Okay, so we've collected evidence from the scene, and the first piece of evidence that we have here is a picture frame. And on the picture frame, if we look carefully, there's a fingerprint. Now the fingerprint's not visible, and that's what we call a latent fingerprint, because we're going to have to do something to the fingerprint to be able to see it and collect it.
So we're going to learn how to do that.
Exactly, that's what we're going to do right now. So we have with us our crime scene kits, and these are our fingerprint kits. And inside we're going to have our brush, our powder, and our tape.
And so when you're taking the class, you're presented with an actual crime,
That's
right? And then you learn, obviously, about the importance of collecting the evidence, preserving the evidence, and then the actual scientific methodology of going about all that.
That's right, exactly. And the crime scene that we saw, we took a look earlier, that's apartment 13 right here.
Some bad things went on in apartment 13, but we're going to get the bad guy. All right.
All right, so we're gonna collect our fingerprint evidence, and we're gonna dust for fingerprints. So I'm gonna have you do it along with me, and we're gonna collect our fingerprint.
Very cool.
So right here is our fingerprint powder, and this is our fingerprint magnetic wand. It's a magnetic powder, and this wand, it doesn't look like a brush, but this is our fingerprint brush.
Really?
Exactly.
Very cool. Okay.
So inside there's this rod. When the rod's on the bottom, there's a magnet at the bottom that will help us pick up the powder, and it'll stick directly to the brush.
Okay.
So let's go ahead. You can go
just put it
first.
in here?
Yeah, but you need to push the rod down.
Down like that?
Yep.
And then, oh!
You see how that just draws right up in there?
That is so cool. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to get some on my brush. Just brush off some of the excess. That looks good. And then we're going to brush our fingerprints lightly, making sure that the wand doesn't touch the fingerprints. And we're going to slowly see a fingerprint develop on our picture frame.
Oh, wow.
You see that?
I do
It should be
see
right
it.
in here.
It takes a very delicate hand. I see that.
Yeah, it's very delicate, and we're trying not to damage our evidence here because we could easily contaminate our own evidence if we do it incorrectly.
Okay, did I get enough of it there?
Yeah, I think you did a great job.
Okay,
Okay, so
great.
if you just want to release the powder back into the jar,
Fabulous. Okay.
we'll have time now to collect it, lift it,
collect it and
exactly.
lift it. Okay.
All right, so we're going to lift it with fingerprint tape. So we're just going to open up the tape a little bit.
Okay.
I'll help you cut yours off.
Okay. Now, is there anything special about this tape, or is it your basic, looks like packing tape?
It does look a little like packing tape, but it is designed specifically for fingerprint collection.
Okay.
So here's where it gets a little tricky, the process. It's just, it's not hard, but I'll show you how to do it.
Okay.
We want to put one side of the tape down first, and then lightly and gently press the rest of the tape over the fingerprint because we want to eliminate any air bubbles that might occur when we're putting the tape down. We want a good contact
gotcha.
between the
Okay.
tape and the print.
Now, how long does the workshop usually last? Is it a full day thing?
No, the workshop's about an hour. We spend about a half hour in the lab collecting our evidence, and then another half hour up in this
So
floor
it's
where
pretty
we
quick.
look at
How
the
much
rest.
does it cost?
Right now, it's free with admission.
Free with admission?
That's right.
Fabulous.
You just have to ask in advance when you sign up or call or check our website.
And there happens to be one going on Sunday.
That's right.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I want you to go to myfoxdc.com. We have a link to the Museum of Crime and Punishment. They are having one of these CSI workshops again this Sunday. It's not filled yet. That's your tip of the morning. Coming up in our next hour, we're going to lift these prints. We're going to move on to some other evidence collection and see if we can solve this crime by 9 a.m. No pressure, Mike. No pressure, but we got to solve it by 9. All right, back to you guys.
Well,
Plenty
he
of time.
thinks you can do it because he's the pro.
Right, and they do it in an hour on the network, so it's okay.
Right. Oh, yeah, it's no problem.
All right.
With lots of drama
That's
and
fun
intrigue. Holly, thank you so very much. We'll see you again next hour. Hopefully one step closer
That's good
to
stuff.
getting it solved.
Good stuff.
I like that.